Declan Rice has just made history. Is this a turning point for Arsenal going forward? Let's find out. What's good, guys? Welcome back to All About Arsenal. And yes, I know a lot of people are going to be saying, I've seen you for a while. Yes, you know what it is. Don't worry, all is well. I'm good, healthy, doing well. But Arsenal doesn't pay me, or should I say Arsenal doesn't pay my bills. So I have a daytime job like most of us do. Other YouTubers as well. So that's one of the reasons why I've not been here and I've not been consistent with my channel. But what happened yesterday, I kind of had to break routine and just get myself out of the mud and say, here I am, and I'm going to do my best to be as consistent as I can. And it'll get better by the end of this month. Not throwing too much out there, but you can kind of probably gather what I probably do in terms of my daytime job. And yes, it's very, very legal, so don't worry. But anyway, if you're a new-time gooner, you're welcome. If you're a returning gooner, welcome back once again. And yes, history was made and Declan Rice, baby, is what everyone is saying. I mean, listen, firstly, I'm going to say I've got a group chat with all my other Arsenal buddies and stuff. I said to them, this is a match that Arsenal can win. And I don't know what it is because I've looked at Madrid. Obviously, I've not studied them, but from what I've seen, these guys don't look that strong. I think when teams are so poor against them, I think that's what makes Madrid look good. But Arsenal put on a masterclass yesterday. And I'll say this, the only chances Madrid got or received was when Arsenal made mistakes. Their whole game plan was to sit back, defend and not attack us. And you can see it was only when we scored, that's when they started to come out. But by that point, it was too late for them. We controlled the game. I think the first goal was in the late 60, 68, 69 minute. But I believe the game plan of Madrid was just to, let's go there. There's going to be a hostile atmosphere. Let's just try and play for a draw, catch them on the counter attack. And when they come to the Bernabeu, we'll deal with them. That was their game plan. Risky, and what a big risk they took because it didn't pay off. And Arsenal taught them a lesson. Realistically, I think it could have been a bit 5-0. Rice's header in the first half could have gone in, should have gone in. The second chance, I think there was a flurry of shots from Marino, and there was a follow-up. It came from Martinelli. There was a follow-up from Marino. Like 3 shots. Hats off to Courtois. What a great goalkeeper he is. But when Declan Rice stepped up for the free kicks, everything changed. And he's made history because now I believe he's the first player to score 2 free kicks like that against Madrid. And I'm not sure if that's just the Champions League, but to do so in that manner as well. Rice has made history. And I was, listening to some commentary because obviously if you're a content creator, you kind of look at what other people are doing. And there was a few criticism about the first free kick that it wasn't all that because of the wall. Yeah, I think it was a 4-man wall. It was a bit of a weak wall. But my point is the bend and the width that Rice got the ball around to curve it. I've seen Beckham do, and obviously, please don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to compare this, that and the other. I'm not at all. But the curve, the spin was phenomenal on that first one. Personally, that's my favorite one because the way it defied logic, laws of gravity, whatever you want to call it. The way it whipped in and it bent in, I've never seen anything like that. That was absolutely amazing by Declan Rice. And then the funny thing was when everybody was trying to, credit our set piece coach, Nicolas Jovia, because he was doing a bit of hand actions and people were saying that it's him that told him to take the shot. No, he didn't. It was actually really Saka who said to him, listen, if you feel it, go for it. And just touch on Saka as well. Saka was the one that actually got those opportunities. So realistically, it was an assist, if you want to call it. Yes, I love Saka. So that's probably why I'm probably saying we can count that as an assist. But he had a very good performance. Considering coming back from the hamstring injury, he did everything he could to actually get back to peak fit. Well, not peak fitness, but decent fitness. If he was able to cause Madrid's problems when he's semi there, imagine what a full fit Saka would do. Saka was dangerous. And I was watching Saka and it's like, how does he get past players? It's like, he kind of reminds me of Henry in a bit. The way, do you remember how Henry would just glide past players? That's what Saka has. And he had a good game yesterday. But Rice, Declan Rice, not just his 2 free kicks, but it was a star performance by him. Great in the number 8 role. Everyone says he should stay in the number 6, but he's doing well in that number 8 role. Mikel Merino, wow. That goal, I was saying this to myself, all of those young aspiring forwards or strikers out there, that technique, techers, but he's not going to get the credit for it because he's not Mbappe. He's not Vinicius Jr. He's not Rodrigo. And by the way, where were those players? Skelly and Timber locked them down. So I see why it was imperative to play Kivior where he was. Skelly and Timber are beasts on the left and on that right back positions. No one's getting past them that easily. They made it difficult for Vinny Jr. and Rodrigo. They couldn't find a way. They couldn't get past those players. They are solid. But Skelly, he's got that role of a deep playmaker. The way he's able to produce passes that break the lines is amazing. And the confidence he plays with, and I'm not sure about you, every time he's playing and he gets the ball and he starts carrying the ball, I have this feeling this guy's about to lose the ball. Somehow it's either he keeps hold of the ball, or he probably gets fouled. And he's very good at drawing fouls as well. Miles Skelly, I know this is a long shot. Right now, tell me in the comments, who do you think in the world is a better, and I mean better, and obviously some people might say I'm a bit gassed, I'm excited, and rightly so I should be, but tell me right now, who in the world is a better left back than Skelly? Better, and I mean miles ahead. There's none. Skelly is a revelation. Everybody's talking about Ranieri. I rate Ranieri. I rate him. Awesome. But Skelly, I've said this to people. Madrid are going to come for him. I don't think he's going to go. He won't go. But Madrid are going to try and get that boy. Skelly is the hottest prospect, I think, right now. And some people might say, is that so? I believe so, because it tends to be, people only look at strikers, forwards, or creative midfielders. Look what Skelly can do. The way he inverts, causes overloads in the midfield, the way he's comfortable going forward, defending, his strength, pace, center of gravity. This guy is a revelation. The fact he's able to keep Calafiori out of the team, we could have saved ourselves, I forgot how much we paid for Calafiori, 40 million. We could have saved 40 million, because let's be honest, well, I'm being a bit harsh. Calafiori has had some good contributions. His goal against Man City at the Etihad, and he scored another good goal. I can't remember what it was, but he scored another good goal. So he's had some good contributions. But Skelly, revelation. Yesterday, who else stood out for me? Yes, I mentioned Merino, Thomas Partey. Partey in that midfield. Oh my gosh. Partey he controlled the game. First 15 minutes, I thought Arsenal did well, but then when they allowed Madrid to get into a bit of a rhythm, the crowd sort of kind of died down, and I think that also affected things as well. Partey was amazing. Skelly was good. Timber was good. Saliba, I bet he was looking at Madrid and saying to himself, me go there with what I'm seeing right now. Obviously, I've not been here for a bit, but in terms of Berta, if they can seal Gyökeres and Nico Williams, need I say more? But anyway, we're talking about Arsenal 3, Real Madrid 0. Now, next phase is to go to the Bernabeu. And the question is, can they do it? Arsenal's got a good enough defense to do it, but Arsenal are not going to go there and defend. Arsenal need to go in that game, and what Arsenal need to do is to ensure the first 20 minutes they silence the stadium, because that stadium is going to be rocking, it's going to be buzzing. However, because they know how dangerous Arsenal are, I don't know the approach Madrid are going to take. Yes, these guys are going to come out all guns blazing against them, but Arsenal can do well on that attack, on the counter attack. Imagine Martinelli in his pace, Saka as well on the counter attack. It could be a very, very early night for Madrid. Arsenal are going to go through. I'm confident. I don't know what it is. Perhaps it's because of what Henry did and what Arsenal did against Madrid back in 2006, that I have this confidence that I'll be able to carry it through, and that same spirit of 2006 is going to manifest. Probably it might do, but I think Arsenal got a great chance. I don't want to face Aston Villa. I don't know what it is. I'm uncomfortable about Villa. I think it'll be better to play PSG. We beat them before, but this PSG is a bit different. But I'm confident Arsenal can do it again. Not having Gabriel's a big miss. I'm not even going to lie. And that's my only worry, not having Gabriel. But I've got to rate Kivior. He did have that missed kick in the first half. And after I saw that, I thought, this is about to be a long night, lads. But he revived himself, rejuvenated himself, picked himself back up, and he did well. So hats off to Jakub Kiwior. He gets a lot of stick, and that's probably because in his defense, he doesn't really play that much. But he did a decent job regardless. To all the haters out there, listen, let's be honest. If it was Salah who did those 2 free kicks, if it was Cole Palmer who did those 2 free kicks, if it was, who else would I say? Foden who did those 2 free kicks, the way we would be going on. But there's this incessant hate for Arsenal that whenever Arsenal do something, we're never rated for it. But everybody knows that Declan Rice killed it. But more importantly, now what I'm more excited is that this talent has been hidden. And the funny thing is that Declan Rice has had some great strikes of the ball and scored goals. But we never knew his techers on free kicks. I'm excited because this now opens up a new realm for us in regards to goal scoring. Because before it was just Arsenal will whip it in on the head. Now, bet you, when we're in a goal scoring opportunity, they're going to say, let Rice take it. And because he scored 2 against Madrid on that stage, his confidence is like 500%. I believe from now on, Arsenal are going to be an even more dangerous team now because that's another weapon added to our arsenal. Or should I say armory? Or another weapon added to our arsenal. Yes, see? Lovely play of words. I bet you missed that, isn't it? But yeah, back once again. I'm going to be as consistent as I can. But yes, I had to come back for this one. I had to come back. But let me know what you think in the comments. Can also get through to the final. I think we can if we avoid Villa. I've got this thing about Villa, and it's Unai Emery. He just seems to know. He seems to have our card. I don't know what it is. But if we face Villa, I'm sure we'll somehow get through it. But that back with Kiwior, I pray that he gets up to speed even more, gets even more confident, because we are going to need him to be at his best. Let me know what you think in the comments. Can Arsenal get to the final? I think we can. Until the next time, peace.